Hey guys, it's Jules and this is Lupus Diaries. Welcome back to our channel. My name is Jules and I am a Lupus Warrior. Why am I saying this? Because today is May 10 and today is World Lupus Day. For this month, Jen and Jules will be posting a new Lupus Diaries episode every Tuesday. So make sure to subscribe, click that subscribe button below, and ring the notification bell to get notified whenever a new episode comes out. This is already the second episode of the month. If you want to watch the first episode, click the link up here or below in the description box. In that video, I talked about my lupus updates and how I've been coping recently. In this video, I'd like to talk about something more serious. I'd like to talk about lupus and mental health. Of course, everything that I will say is solely based on my personal experience. Although I do talk to some of you on Instagram and the comment section, and you guys tell me that you also experience the same things. And one of those things is brain fog. This is something I used to not believe when I first had lupus. 70 to 80% of lupus patients experience lupus fog. Some of its symptoms are not being able to think clearly, memory problems, confusion and trouble concentrating, having a hard time multitasking, having a hard time finding the right word, needing to read things multiple times or not being able to keep up with the conversation, taking a long time to solve problems or make plans. I first had my lupus when I was in freshman year of high school. I was a diligent student and I wasn't a crammer. But one day I realized that I started writing notes. I started listing down tasks. I started jotting down reminders and checklists. I didn't used to do those things before. And over the years, I think my memory got worse. I barely remember things that have happened, especially prior to my lupus. Elementary days and the whole of my freshman year, I felt like I was living under a fog. Brain fog affects my mental health because it can get frustrating when you can't remember things. Sometimes I get really mad at myself for not being able to answer questions that I used to answer easily, like math problems and vocabulary words. Sometimes I feel ashamed for not being able to remember a memory shared with a special someone. I don't remember directions or words that I want to use in a sentence. And sometimes I feel judged because our sickness is something you can't see with the naked eye. We don't look sick, but we feel it with our brain fog, with our arthritis, with our heavy-headedness and fatigue. It makes me feel self-conscious when I go out and everybody wants to shield me from the sun. My head sometimes thinks that people might say, "Sino siya? Artista? Ang arte naman." It makes me feel uncomfortable when I hand over my PWD card at establishments because I look healthy as a horse and I'm claiming all these discounts. It makes me feel super guilty when I have fatigue because all I want to do is lie in bed all day, every day, until the fatigue goes away. I feel guilty and conscious because people might think I'm just making this up, that I don't want to do chores or projects, that I'm looking for a way out and making excuses. Because they can't see what I feel. They can't see the heaviness of my head and my body. They can't see the flare inside me. But I'm here to tell you guys that we shouldn't feel like this. We know in our heart of hearts and mind of minds that we're sick. We're being true, and that's what really matters. Not other people's judgment or stares. But sometimes people just can't seem to stop commenting on your weight. Lupus patients often have weight fluctuations due to our disease and of course our medication. My weight changes a lot. You can see through the pictures of the different episodes of Lupus Diaries. Sometimes I can be super skinny and sometimes I can get really fat. And deny as we might, it really affects our self-esteem, especially when it comes to hair loss. Oh boy, the self-esteem that goes away with every strand that leaves my head. Back then, I used to clean my bed every day because of all the hair scattered on my bed. Like I'm always inside the hair salon getting a haircut. It pained me to see my hair get so thin that I had to use wide headbands to cover my scalp. And there's the pressure to look for the perfect hair products so that your hair stops falling from out of your head, but it doesn't because it comes with the lupus package. My self-esteem really took a toll with this one because the thinness of my hair reminded me that I'm sick, that I'm not healthy. Another daily reminder is the medicine that I drink every day. The container filled with tablets, and if I miss just one dose of steroids, my face gets red and the fatigue comes in. Another day spent getting mad at myself for feeling this way. Lupus comes with a lot of self-hate and doubt and guilt. We ask a lot of whys. Why me? Why did it have to happen to me? Why now? Why do I have to feel this way? We feel this way because lupus patients experience changes in moods and personality traits. This can include feelings of anger and irritability, and I think they are often directed at ourselves. We get really anxious because lupus is so unpredictable. What about our future? Will I get sick tomorrow or will I be able to go to work? Will I ever have enough money to buy my medicine? Can I get pregnant? Will my disease affect my relationships? All these questions and there are no answers. In result, we stress about a lot of things, especially when we feel left out or isolated, when we want to go to the beach but the sun is out, when we want to eat everything in the buffet but we have a strict diet, when we want to stay up late and have fun but we know we'll get flares if we don't get enough sleep. We want to feel and be normal, but we're not. And sometimes it gets really sad and lonely, and some of us get depressed. Despite how I present myself in this Lupus Diaries series, I get my fair share of bad days. Sometimes I just feel so helpless that I can't sleep. I feel immense sadness for no particular reason and cry. So what am I trying to point out in this whole video? You are not alone. I feel the same way. Although we have different circumstances and our conditions are not the same, I get it. I understand. And it's okay to cry and feel helpless. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to run to other people even if they don't understand what you're going through. Even if they're just there to listen to you and to hug you. It's okay to be sick. It's okay to feel scared about the future. God has plans for us, and He's always there to help us get through tough times. We just have to believe in Him. And I'm here. You can always reach out to me and we can be happy or sad together. So to my fellow Lupus Warriors, let's keep fighting and don't forget to love you.
I'm mostly speaking to other Lupus Warriors who go through the same thing. It's alright to cry and let it all out, because sometimes that's the only thing you can do to make yourself feel better. So, yeah, I'm gonna end it there.